Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week at Shrouded, episode 137. I'm your host, A. Greener. This over here is Mr. Rec. And,
Hello.
Hello. We're going to be talking about some Destiny and some Marathon today. There's not a lot of news. Probably more Marathon news than there is Destiny news. But yeah, I'm super excited. It'll probably be a little bit of a shorter podcast. So hopefully you've got some other shows in your auto download folder that will keep you interested on your drives to work. Nobody listens to us. What am I kidding? No, I'm just kidding. All right. No, I'm not. Okay. I can't help it. So there is a This Week in Destiny today that dropped. There's not a lot of stuff in there, but we will cover what is in there, which is essentially just a new challenge that gives you an emblem and game to give live stream that's coming up. Marathon has a release date. It's got a collector's edition that actually looks pretty cool to me. And what?
There's a surprising amount of value there for how much it costs.
Yeah, it's like $170, and it's really cool looking thing. But that's really it. Other than rumors that Marathon's release may delay Shadow and Order, and we'll dive into that. Shadow and Order, yeah, that's what it's called, right?
Yep.
I'm not an idiot. Yeah. Well, we can start right with okay. Let's combine the two of them together. So Marathon got a release date of March 5th, 2026.
Yep.
What did I tell everybody? 6 months, 8 months, April? No. When was it? It was delayed from September, but they delayed it in like June, right? Right after the April alpha. Because they knew they were fucked. All right, I told you back then it would 100% be released in March of 2026. If you don't remember, I'm not going to go find the receipts, but it happened. I knew it. I didn't have inside information. I just knew that Sony's fiscal year ended in March. So I knew that Marathon would be out before then. End of story. And I was right. And they chose the beginning of March. That way, hopefully, the game launches, gets word of mouth, and a bunch of people buy it. There's usually like a good 2-week period of where the most sales come in for a game. Sometimes they have legs and it goes for much longer than that. But it'll be the largest part of the fiscal drop in the first couple weeks, including pre-orders. So, good choice. But what does that mean for Destiny? Destiny has a major update, which if we learned anything from Ash and Iron, they're not very major. But we don't know what Shadow and Order is, to be fair. So I won't go make any assumptions. But it's supposed to launch on March 3rd. So some people, at the second the announcement was made that Marathon was coming out on March 5th, people started connecting the dots, saying it's crazy to have a major update on Tuesday and then launch a brand new game on Thursday. You're going to cannibalize your own audience. Yada yada, stuff. Until our best friend of the show, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Paul Tassi, joined the Twitter sphere and said he has inside information from an unknown source that says Bungie is going to delay the major update to make way for Marathon's release. Now, I have two problems with this. Shadow and Order is definitely done. Okay, it's ready for launch. They should have bumped it up, in my opinion. But okay. Well, 3 things. Number 1, Bungie has not confirmed or denied that Shadow and Order is moving at all. We have no information yet directly from Bungie. So, no confirmation. 2, if it does move, they should have pushed it forward, in my opinion. Or maybe, and just maybe, I guess there's 3. No, there's 4. So 3 is maybe, just maybe, they knew all along they were going to launch on March 5th. And they knew all along that Shadow and Order would not be ready for March 5th. So they planned on delaying it anyway, which gave them a release window for Marathon, which I don't think is an unreasonable assumption. And 4, my opinion on this is Bungie has said again and again and again that Marathon will not affect Destiny development. And even though if it didn't affect content development itself, this, if it happens in any way, shape, or form, is absolutely affecting Destiny 2 in a negative way. People will associate the launch of Marathon negatively with the delay of Shadow and Order. So, however they packaged it or whatever they did, I think the only way around it is just to keep the release date as is and absorb the loss of players, or release it early, which we're getting almost too late for that.
Yeah, they gotta give people a month ahead. There are actually people that are gonna take time off to play this. Play Shadow and Order.
It's only going to take you 2 hours, guys. What are you doing? I'm just kidding. We might. We're supposed to get that potentially that dungeon event. Not similar to the epic raid, but you know how we got an epic raid. It's supposed to be dungeon stuff.
They're supposed to be the Pantheon type.
They call it dungeon Pantheon type, but I'm not sold on that's what they're doing yet. So I've been trying to avoid the actual usage of those terms. I think if it's option number 3, where they knew Shadow and Order wasn't going to be ready to launch on March 3rd anyway, and they just used that window to drop Marathon because they planned on delaying it, I think even if they told us that, nobody would believe them. Unless they told us that a long time ago, like in December. So they can't. I guess my point is, if that's true, they can't use that as an excuse. They just kind of have to eat their cake.
If they're not going to let us know before the end of next week, it seems the timing is really, really bad. If they go any later than the 30th, seems kind of dumb for them to go later than that and then tell us. If they're going to delay it, I'm fine. I think they should go earlier, but if they're going to delay it, what if it turns out that this major release is a bigger release than the major update was last time? Maybe there's going to be more content there than we came to expect because of the licensing deal. You know, maybe there's more in there that they had to put out or they had the funds to develop because of the collab. So, I mean, if there is more content, then I don't have a problem waiting for it for another, couple of weeks. I don't imagine they'd push it back more than a couple of weeks.
I think they'd push it a month, probably to like the first week of April.
Yeah. I'd be fine with that. If it's just the same thing that we just got, like, here's your new activity, it's got an event track, it's going to be around for 2 weeks, then all that stuff's going to go into the portal and all the special gear that was in it is going to go away. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, no. I get that. I hope there's more too. I absolutely do. That would be great. That'd be awesome. The point is they've painted themselves into a little hole here, though. Because of the delay Shadow and Order, you're going to have all the people that said, I told you Marathon would ruin Destiny. You know, it's a bit exaggerative, but the concept's there, right? And then, fuck. The only way out of this is to release it early. They're going to look bad in any other instance of the examples that I gave. I
think it's fine if they just release them one on the 3rd and one on the 5th, just like they were. It's fine.
I'm fine with that too. I'm especially fine with. I'm just fine with that because I'm going to play Marathon on the 5th. I don't really give a fuck about. Like, I don't need to play Destiny content the second it comes out. I want to play Marathon the second it comes out. So,
all right.
I don't know if that's reasonable.
Why wouldn't that be reasonable? Seems perfectly reasonable to me.
Um, I don't know why I use that term, but when I say reasonable, is as a community leader, I guess was in my brain. I should be wanting to play the Destiny content right away. Anyway, that doesn't particularly matter. Anyway, the point is Bungie gave us a release date for Marathon. It's dangerously close to their major update for Destiny 2. Nobody knows exactly what they're going to do. Paul Tassi seems to think he has inside information that they will delay it. They have not announced it yet. I was anticipating they would say something in the TWID this week. Because of what Paul said. He's even wrote articles on it. But there is pretty much almost nothing in the TWID. So I understand sometimes when people say that Bungie is not communicative, which I do think they generally are, do a very good job communicating what's going on within the company and what's going on with the game in most cases. But the fact that they haven't said anything about this specifically yet, big misstep, in my opinion. Just say something. Say, no, we're not. Okay. Or, yeah, we are. Or, actually, shadow drop. Boom.
Yeah.
Also, we're getting to the point where somebody who didn't really care about the roadmap is like, you guys really need to drop the roadmap. Like, I know they just said sometime next year. But I don't know. The game's the game's not as bad shape as it was during Shadow or not Ash and Iron, but the numbers are still dropping again. They need to give something people to be excited about. And I get that maybe they don't have that yet. But goddamn. I want some information about the next expansion, you know? Or the next 2 expansions. Or the next 3 or 4 or 12. I'm just kidding. They'll change it by then. But we should have information about the next 1 or 2 at least in a roadmap. But I don't know. I guess it's just taking them very long to get that together, and that's totally fine and reasonable. They're not going to bring back Siva. It's all going to be about the 9 still. Just let it go. Unless the 9 bring back Siva. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Wrath of the Machine. Wouldn't that be awesome if they shadow dropped Wrath with Shadow and Order?
New character, Darth Siva.
Darth Siva. That'd be great.
Dredge and
I like
Siva is here. He's got a mysterious new red power.
The 9 is infected with Siva, Chet says. Yeah, okay. Siva's not that strong, guys. It's literally just some red veins. I'm just kidding. Please don't come after me. I was joking. Dredge and Siva. Yeah, that'd be good. All right, anyway. That was funny. Yeah, okay. So I wanted to obviously talk about the marathon launch, how that affects Destiny, how the people are talking about it. It's being perceived pretty negatively right now, I think, if they're planning on delaying it. But I mean, if they drop a banger, like people will be pretty negative on it for a month. But if they drop a banger in early April with like good content, people will get over it pretty quick, I think. But they'll be loud for a month. They will be loud.
Well, the negative Nancy crowd is loud no matter what.
Yeah, that's fair. But I think that it would be, you know, I'm not one to usually complain about, you know, the type of stuff, so I don't really see the benefit of doing it too much. But I would give them a little bit of a lenience on this one, just because of
if it were one of the big updates for the year, like the big one, that would be a problem. The fact that it's the mid-year update, it means it doesn't particularly matter to me. I feel for people that were trying to plan schedules around it and maybe taking a day or 2 off of work. Yeah, that's totally reasonable for people to be upset if they get their plans changed at the last minute because of that. Totally reasonable. Bungie should certainly be more communicative if they're going to be moving something enough time in advance that those folks have a chance to pivot whatever it was they're going to do. But I just seems like such a nothing burger to me personally because of the nature of the content we're likely to get.
Yeah. But I guess we don't know what we're getting either. Anyway, we're gonna roll right into when they announced the release date, they dropped a video of the Marathon Collector's Edition.
Yep.
Which has a really cool statue of one of the runners and some other shit, a neat box, some other stuff. I don't really know. Let me open this up. Take a look. What it is? Okay,
that runner statue is pretty cool.
So we got the Thief Runner statue, a collectible miniature weave worm, embroidered patch, postcards, digital rewards, and more. Oh yeah, first digital rewards. We get digital rewards with this. I didn't know that. What's out the digital rewards? Anyway, so two things. Right now, if you didn't know, just because we're talking about Marathon, if you go in game right now, there's a free bundle that's got Marathon stuff, and the shader's actually pretty fire. I think. I mean, I like green stuff, but it's like a white and green shader. You know, it matches pretty well with some of the stuff. Anyway, if I can boot this up on the screen, maybe I'll just play this collector's edition trailer for everybody. But yeah, so go in game, get your free bundle. There's a 3-person emote, a gun skin. Isn't that free stuff because you're pre-ordered? No. There's free stuff in game right now. You don't need to pre-order anything.
You can go right into Ever's store and claim it.
Yep. And just grab it.
And there's a shader.
Free. And there's a shader. So that stuff's all really cool. I like the shader. The gun looks cool. It makes it look like one of the Marathon guns. And then, of course, the emote is just 3 players waiting for extraction. Each of the, using some of their different abilities.
Runner abilities.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's watch.
I think one of them's doing a scan. One of them has the shield up, and the third one might have the wrist cannon.
I think that's what it is. She's kind of standing like this. Yeah.
Yeah. The one in the front is doing the wrist cannon. There's also a bundle of stuff you can get in the game if you pre-order Marathon. There's some Destiny cosmetics that you get for pre-ordering Marathon. There's a ship and a ghost, and I think there's something else, but there's a ship and a ghost for sure.
Here, I'll show everybody all that stuff. I could probably even boot up Destiny and show you the stuff in game too. Let me check really quick. Marathon. Surely it'll have the stuff listed here, right? Okay, there's no images of them here. I don't think. No. But on Steam, it says you received a UESC Echo type Shell Exotic Ghost, the UESC Rover Exotic Ship, and the UESC Sprinter Exotic Sparrow. That's if your accounts are linked. That's your pre-order bonus inside Destiny 2. And I'll pop up in Destiny 2.
Here they are.
Oh, you sent them to me?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Ding. There we go. All right, there's the Marathon pack. Now, okay, sorry. These fucking suck. Sorry. I get that they're not that bad. The ghost is interesting. I don't think I've seen a ghost quite like that. The Sparrow, same thing. Oops. I'm bringing up Destiny. Hold on. I don't like the ship. I don't like the ship. I think the Sparrow looks different enough because it's all blocks and shit, and same with the Ghost. But this ship is. What's UESC stand for? It's like the government in Marathon.
Yep.
And they're bad. Well, maybe we're bad. I don't really know. All right. Hold on a sec. I turn the volume off in my head. I want to show people the bundle. So talk. You can never have so close to UNSC from Halo. Is it really UNSC in Halo? So it's UESC and Marathon. That's funny. Oh, Bungie storytellers. Is there anything you didn't steal from other people? Even if it's yourself? I'm just kidding. I was trying to make a joke about the art. The
United
art.
Earth Space Council.
Nice. Except for they're all robots.
Well, listen, AI is coming for all our jobs, even our space jobs, our space soldiering jobs, right?
What? Okay, so check this out. I already have the shader equipped. Isn't that a 6 shader? I think it is. Look, I look like a real Mandalorian. I'm just kidding. Anyway, it's called the Silkworm Weave. I don't think once you order it, you can see it anymore. But when I got it, I was in. Oh yeah, it's right here. See, look. So you get the modern Mida multi-tool. So it's just skin for the gun. Makes it look like the marathon gun. This is the. See, waiting for exfil. That guy scanning. Fuck that guy. And then the shield guy. And then of course the shader. It was all neat. I wonder if equipment.
What?
Right? Ships. Would the shells be in here already?
The pre-order stuff's already in there. Some people have already gotten them in game.
Okay, well, where are they living? Is the question. Would they be old because the game was supposed to launch a while ago? Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
Fucking heresy, man. Heresy. That's hilarious. Okay. Oh, look at that. It closes. That's pretty neat. Calm. Remain calm. Remain calm. The UESC is here. It's pretty neat, actually. Now that I see it in game, I like it. All right, they need that better marketing than that photo that you sent me. That photo was trash. So heresy again, probably. Wait, no, ship's not in heresy this time. Man, they're just trolling me. Is it this one? Lawless? Man, I need to get some ships from Lawless. What the fuck? I don't have any. This one looks so cool. Oh my god, that's Star Wars, man. I wanted to show people, but I gotta find out where the fuck it is. Oh, it wasn't Heresy. I just missed it. God, I'm dumb. All right. See, this looks like the car from Mass Effect. It's like a flying car that you use when you're on a Citadel. Looks just like this. Not exactly like this, obviously, but. So I guess that's cool because I like Mass Effect. I'm probably gonna like Marathon. So that'll be neat to have. And the last one was a Sparrow, probably Heresy again. Yeah, here it is. This looks redonkulous.
I heard you like boxes.
Yeah, not that much. Oh, there was a glitch here. Is that on purpose? Okay, it doesn't. Every time I moved my mouse over it did it. I was like, is this broken? But it just actually just does it in general. All right, so there you have it, chat. And then let me bring up this. We're going to be very visually oriented today, but we're going to watch this little video that the collector's edition has. Na, 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 na. It looks pretty cool. Here we go.
There you go.
There it is. I don't know if anybody is excited for it, but if so, you can buy it on the Bungie store right now. I think it might not be sold out. I assume it's not. I don't think that many people are excited for it.
So I presume you're pre-ordering Marathon.
I haven't pre-ordered Marathon because I'm pretty sure they're going to give me a copy.
Okay.
But that copy will come with the pre-order bonuses, and we've already confirmed. I don't know why I said pretty sure. We're definitely getting a copy, and it will come with the pre-order bonuses. And then I'll see if I can convince them to send me one of these statues too. Because it's pretty cool. I don't know how well that'll go, but we'll see. They're probably like, "Who are you?" I'd be like, "Just some guy that wants a statue because Marathon looks cool to me." Anyway, anybody have any plans to pick up one of those bad boys? Is anyone in the chat even going to play Marathon? Make sure if you're listening afterwards, sorry, on YouTube or on podcast services, you answer that question. Are you excited to check out Marathon? Are you going to play right on March 5th? Are you pre-ordering? Or are you going to wait for reviews to come in? Let me know. Anyway, you're going to try it?
In the comments below.
Yes, in the comments below. We got some people saying no in chat. You said you're going to try it, but are you going to try it as much as you tried Arc Raiders?
I'm not going to play it solo. If that's what you're asking. If there's people to play it with, then I will get it and I will play it with people. But
what I was asking is, you didn't play it at all.
I have not played Arc Raiders at all because nobody's wanted to play it. I'm not going to play it by myself.
Pretty fun.
Although I guess I could. Aggression-based matchmaking, go in with a fresh account, never shoot anybody, just get all the loot I ever want.
Just to be clear, every once in a while, there'll still be somebody that wants to reset their aggression.
Yeah.
And they know if they walk in, they'll have the upper hand on everybody because nobody will shoot them. So you're not always safe in an aggression-based matchmaking solo lobby. Be clear. It's pretty funny too. Like, I've seen a lot of TikToks recently. We won't talk too much about this, but people like saying that they like going in with in solos, like in their aggression-based matchmaking has got them in rooms where they're not super busy,
Yeah.
busy. What am I saying? I read something and got distracted. What was that? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Going in solo. They haven't fought anybody. They're in a nice lobby, and they'll find some people, and then they'll say something like, "Oh my god, I found this really like rare item," and they'll say something like, "I'm on a free loadout," which means you don't have a safe pocket. To see how people will react, if they will change their ways and be greedy and just absolutely murder someone in the back. Um, if uh, if they know that they have something to gain from it, it's really quite entertaining because most of the time people will stab you in the back to steal your
Yeah.
item
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that you don't have, and I'm
Yeah.
really
So he'll
surprised.
bait them into messing up their aggression-based matchmaking. I got you.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny. I like it. I actually like it a lot. Um, yeah, those videos are sometimes they're pretty entertaining. The guy be like, "Oh my god, I found a snap hook, blueprint." The guy will turn right around and shoot him in the face. It's so good. It's so good. There's this one guy I've seen do it where he goes into threes, um, and he'll actually bring in the blueprint with him because if you ping it in your inventory, it tells your teammates, like your character will say it out loud what you're pinging. So it's kind of like extra proof. But he'll say he has so he brings it in with him so he can ping it, but he puts it in his safe pocket. Now your teammates can't attack you, but they can damn sure make sure that you die by like not helping you and stuff. So this guy will die on purpose in whatever it is. He'll act super stupid. He'll run under a leaper or whatever it is, and then he'll see if the teammate will come save him or help him or revive him or just watch him die. And the last one I watched, the dude was in threes. They got separated. He got killed. He fell off this thing, but he went down to his body and watched him die so he could take the blueprint. But the third guy wasn't near them. And he was like he was shit talking the dude that let him die. He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" and stuff. And he's like, "Man, I need the blueprint. I need the blueprint." And the other guy's like, "I'm fucking out of here. I got a safe. I've got a hatch key. I'm bouncing. You fucking monster." It was really it was a good. It was a really good interaction. The two strangers started interacting in a quiet way. It was really good. And then the fucking guy doing it was just laughing the whole time because he was listening to the conversation. And then the guy's like, "Oh my god, you dropped." He thought he dropped the blueprints instead of like so. What's funny about the game is if you die and somebody loots your body, they can see what augment you have on. And with the augment you have on, you can tell if somebody's on a free kit or if they're on a pre-kit. So
Yeah.
the guy looted him, still believed dude was on a free kit because he kept saying he was on a free kit and he found 2 blueprints. But he had him in a safe pocket. He didn't want to lose him. He wanted to do more videos, which is totally fine. But the guy never realized that when it popped up, it was a pink augment or whatever. And like that would have been the first indication right away. I was like, "Ah, you motherfucker." That's what I would have thought. You bastard. And then they would have had a funny conversation. But the guy was convinced that he was on a free loadout and that he dropped the blueprints before he died because he didn't want the guy to have them. And so he stood around, he went looking for them for like I don't know 10 minutes or whatever. It was a good video. I don't watch a lot of videos. That was a good one. I watched the whole thing. Oh, holy fuck, I was laughing. Anyway, what an idiot. Anyway, there's my Arc Raider story for the day. I'm almost level 75 again after the reset. Ready to go for the next one. Not quite. I've only got like 2 million in my inventory, so I got to get back up to 5. But I also got to play. Well, I got plenty of time. Marathon's not over for another month and a bit, so
Speaking of marathon, Marathon got up on the
Oh
day,
yeah.
the second day of the pre-order. It got up to number 2 in pre-orders. It's way down on the chart again now, but
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
top 10 for a few days.
It was in the top 10 on Steam and PSN. I don't know about Xbox. But that bodes kind of well. I mean, it's not massive, but it did well on Steam. It did well on PlayStation. I don't know if it's still in the PlayStation top sellers right now, but it was. I think that gives it a little bit more leeway than it had in April. I think people are more excited now than they were after the alpha
Yeah.
and after the art debacle. I think people are more excited for the game. I think and now I don't know if it's going to hit their standards or whatever it is, but and the game might come out and everyone is like, oof. And then you don't get that extra push of pre-orders. But you know what I would do?
Hmm.
You give the burnt peanut $100,000 to only stream Marathon for 2 weeks and say it's awesome, and he will make
Yeah.
them millions.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all you got to do. Come on, marketing team. It's not that hard. Like, I don't even watch the guy, but it's there is no denying that 10 million that Arc Raiders hit, like 2 million of it has got to come from him. They've just got to.
From Burnt Peanut and the Bungalators.
Yes, they absolutely have to. So if he could get that kind of push on Marathon, like the game will explode.
Yeah.
Just give money, man. Anybody do anything for money?
Jagger
What?
Jagger. People do anything for money?
I do dumb shit for money and like little amounts of money. Like I do dumb shit for $500. Like imagine what somebody would do for $100,000.
That's true.
And $100,000 is nothing.
I mean, it's not nothing. I'd take $100,000 right now.
What I mean is nothing for Bungie. Like they could drop
Yeah.
$100,000 on marketing easily. It's probably millions spent on the marketing for this game. So take $100,000 and spend it on this one piece of marketing, and you'll sell 2 million copies, just like that.
Yep.
Because everybody will want to play.
All right. Well, should we transition into what little Destiny news there is?
Yeah, I guess I don't think anything else is big about Marathon this week. It's really good. It's I guess we've known for a long time it was going to be $39.99, but here it is. It's officially $39.99. So it's not a full price game. Go get it. Go enjoy it. If you hate extraction shooters, don't buy it. That would be dumb. But if you like Bungie and you like shooters and you don't mind a little PvP, it's gonna be a solid. It's gonna be a solid rip. Gonna be a solid rip, chat. Good luck. All right, yes. Destiny this weekend. Destiny. Okay, so Arms Week awaits. It says, isn't that right now?
It starts the 27th.
Oh, it's next week.
Yeah.
Fuck me. All right. I thought it was this week for some reason. Is there anything this week?
Tex Mechanica weapon focus. Tex Mechanica weapons supposedly get more damage, but it number one, they're besides Eartide, I don't think there are any current gear Tex weapons that aren't exotics. And the weapon bonus apparently hasn't been working correctly anyway. So
wait, say that again. There's no techs what that aren't exotics? Is that what you said?
There's only one that's a current gear weapon.
Oh, okay. A current gear weapon.
Eartide, Eartide and exotics.
I was like,
they're the only ones with the blue box in the corner.
See, I thought I knew more all of a sudden, but then I was like,
there are more. There are more,
yeah,
but they're not current gear.
I know. But what I heard was there wasn't any.
No.
And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. There's a bunch of them. Anyway, okay, cool. So basically, nothing's happening this week other than just play Destiny like normal. Got it.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so the Arms Week is next week, which is all the stuff that we talked about last week with the hardware modifier for Crucible, where you just use certain shit, swords, glaives,
For Dark
and
Age, yeah,
the
that'd be swords,
bows.
glaives, and bows.
I thought that was just the mode.
That is the mode. But the
Wait,
community challenge we're talking about here
yeah,
is
yeah.
solo
Well, I
dungeon
hadn't gotten
run.
to that yet, but okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's
So,
go ahead and explain that.
so with the challenge that's coming,
Yeah.
or the hardware mode.
Nah, fuck
Okay.
hardware.
I'm expecting there to be a hardware mode that is limited weapons, but
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Yeah.
There's a community challenge coming starting on the 27th, ending on February 3rd. It's called the Dark Age Hunt. It's an opportunity to earn an emblem. It's a pretty cool emblem. You need to run Warlord's Ruin effectively using the hardware modifier, which means you can only use bows, glaives, and swords. This isn't a situation where you can just switch to bows, glaives, and swords at the end of the encounter. Like, they're going to be checking to see if it was actually done. Supposedly, you have to do it solo. So it's a solo run of Warlord's Ruin with nothing but bows, glaives, and swords. You can swap between different bows, glaives, and swords. Has to be completed in one sitting without going to orbit between encounters. You don't have to do it flawlessly. You'll be able to use all your abilities. You'll be able to use movement tech. You can't go out of bounds or skip encounters or traversal sections. However, they're going to be tracking completions internally, so you don't have to submit anything. But they would love it if people recorded it and posted it to social media using the hashtag Dark Age Hunt. And you may get Movie of the Week emblem for posting that stuff up. So, but basically, if you are willing to try to solo Warlord's Ruin using just bows, glaives, and swords next week, you can get an exclusive emblem. And with the state of Mobius Quiver right now, it's never been easier to just do it with bows, glaives, and swords.
No.
No?
No. Fuck that. I fucking hate solo Warlord's Ruin. It's almost as bad as Ghosts of the Deep.
No.
But okay, well,
so that is actually false.
Okay. All right. There's that fuck, I can't remember what the word is.
Elitism?
Yeah, there we go. There it is. It's coming out. Get a lid on that. Tell me I'm right and I'm perfect.
Grainer, you're right, and you're perfect.
Damn, I didn't think you'd actually do it, Chad.
Ghost of the Deep is worse than is easier than Warlord's Ruin. Yep.
That's not what I said. I said almost as bad. Which means
whatever you said.
Ghosts of the Deep is worse.
Whatever you said, 100% truth.
There you go. I like this new dynamic. Works for me. All right. Anyway, I showed the chat the emblem, and it's a cool emblem. And I kind of want it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Nope. 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 Not interested. I guess you can solo it. You don't have to solo flawless it.
That's correct. Server roll for that, or a Bungie bounty, or a SGC bounty for it.
Oh, we could definitely do a bounty. Oh, I could come up with something with this design too, probably. Steal it from Bungie, put it on a fucking hat.
There you go.
Just a little flame. Bink. I don't know, we'll see. Ironically, the other day I noticed I hadn't given away any of the prizes for my most recent emblem. Or not emblem, my most recent Bungie bounty. So I have to go and do that. What was it for? Oh, it must have been for Equilibrium. Derp. Yeah, okay. Anyway, if you're waiting for that and you're listening or watching, my bad. I will. I'll do the draws soon. That's cool. Like, I mean, I like those little events that they do. They should do more of these. Just because
I
I'm
agree.
not going to do this one doesn't mean I think it's a bad idea. I think it's a good idea. Giving people something to do in game. It doesn't need to be like new content. Just give them something interesting and give them a cool reward. And then you're going to get social media presence. You're going to get streaming presence. You're going to get people excited in game. You know, lots of stuff. I think it's a good idea. Can't wait.
Yep.
All
Me
right.
too.
So you got from
You wanna-
January
you wanna talk about-
27th. What?
Go ahead.
I was going to say you got from January 27th at reset to February 3rd reset to get that done.
Yes, indeed. You want to talk about Game to Give?
We can talk about it. Yeah. So Game to Give, they're having their annual live stream. It's on January 29th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So they're doing a challenge at Bungie, I think. Okay, so I'm just gonna read this because I didn't really read it. I saw some names and I was like, bro, why didn't I get invited? But it's okay. You know why I didn't get invited? Because I always say shit like, why didn't I get invited? Anyway, this year we are celebrating the history of Bungie games with the Bungie Through the Ages Gaming Showdown. 2 teams will partake in challenges across OG Marathon, the Halo series, and Destiny 1 and 2 to earn ultimate bragging rights. Making up our 2 teams joining us at the HQ will be the Light Keepers Spirit XO, Swift STB, Jobo, and Malachi. Jobo was my teammate on Bungie Day. Chaos Tournament. We got fucking cooked. And showcasing all the gaming goodness will be Makowski and Jay Overrated. Yeah. We're also thrilled to announce special guest appearances from Brian Villabos, which is Lodi, and Todd Habercorn, which is the Drifter, which is there every year. At least they have been the last couple of years. Brian is obviously new. They'll be partaking in the G2G shenanigans and competing in the first ever Fireteam feud. They're going to be auctioning off some items. And the emblem. How could we forget the emblem? One of the most beautiful emblems in the game. 1,000 Hugs will be available for donation during the live stream. So if you're unable to get one of these bad boys, it will be available for donation. I cannot confirm or deny how much it'll be, but last year Bungie Day, the neon fades were $77. They didn't do it last Game to Give. Heartfelt Crackles, I think you could only win them during Game to Give stream last year. I don't think you could buy them. So there's no full guarantee, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're gearing towards, a $77 emblem donation. But I don't know for sure, so don't take my word for it. You can also donate to our Game to Give campaign if you want. The link will be in the description, and it's in the Twitch chat right now. Still got a lot of rewards up there to grab. Donate to charity, earn some awards, save a kid's life. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's worth it. I do think we've dropped in the rankings because I haven't pinged for the last 2 days because I was sad about that survey saying I pinged too much. So I was like, all right, I won't talk about saving children's lives anymore in the Discord just because you were annoyed. And that's why I get passive aggressive in my notes because I say shit like that. Don't you love it? Anyway, so yeah, that's Game to Give. That's January 29th. Did they say? Yeah, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific is when that stream will be. I'll be there because I like to donate to grab some cool boxes and stuff that have lots of Bungie goodies in them. Hoping they have them up this year, and then we give them away here on stream. So I missed your ping. Can you do it again? No, I can't. Sorry. That's it. So it should be a good time. Pretty awesome. Make sure to donate to Game to Give. You can do it via our link if you like, or you can wait until the stream and grab something else, or grab 1,000 hugs emblem, and then once again during Bungie Day last year, once their stream was over, they opened up all of our donations to be able to direct donate to our campaigns for a lower amount for those emblems, an unlimited amount. I don't think we sold any neon fades. Everybody had bought them by then, but it's okay.
All right. That's pretty much it. There's something about some more stuff for the new player guide that nobody's probably ever going to read, and trials this weekend is Jav 4. Hooray!
Astral kinetic shotgun, or the Astral Horizon kinetic shotgun, is the weapon. Let's see here. Destiny 2 Marathon pre-order pack information. Is there anything important here? Players must pre-order on the platform that is linked to the same Bungie.net profile as their Destiny 2 account to receive the Destiny 2 Marathon pre-order pack. Okay. So if you want the pre-order pack, but you play on PlayStation and you want to buy Marathon on Steam, you have to make sure to link your Steam account to it as well. And then you can get that delivery at the special deliveries terminal in the tower, which is the one over by Banshee. Or Rahul, I guess.
Or that one Cabal guy.
Yeah, that one Cabal guy. Everything else, there's some neat Lodi armor, not armor. Jesus, art. It's right here. Just show you. Looks cool. Better than I can draw. What is the name here? I can't read it on here, but it might be. Oh, it says by Bird Ninja. That's not what that says. Oh wait, it does say Bird Ninja. Yeah, at Bird Ninja Art. Fuck me. All right, at least I can read. And that's it. No twid. So you'll notice that there was no roadmap, and there's no information on Shadow or Order, whether it's going to be delayed or not. Great twid, Bungie. Thank you. You're amazing. Anything else? Crimson Days?
Oh, yes. I've actually been not posting much in the way of reminders, just trying to keep kind of chill while Game to Give is going on. Crimson Days is on the way. This is going to be a 2v2 PvP tournament that is going to happen on February 21st at 1:00 p.m. Eastern on the server. It will be bows, 2v2, bows only, no abilities, no exotics. And then throughout the month, we'll be trying to organize some just casual 6v6 bows only PvP. Anybody that participates in either one of them will get a server role, be some loyalty points. You'll get entry into a prize drawing. Same kind of stuff we do for this stuff that's kind of play at your own pace. We'll be encouraging some admins to try to host some nights themselves, whether it's just an internal thing or it's a couple of clans getting together to shoot bows at each other. But all of that kind of stuff will count towards this. So yeah, should be a good time. Green was really excited, as you can tell.
I got tired. Sorry. And I've do you think Bungie can realistically support two massive live ecosystems? It's a pretty deep
Yes,
question for the end of the stream.
I I
I guess.
I do, but I guess I would wanna know what you mean by deep, to, like, big live ecosystems, because I don't think Marathon is gonna require the same kind of ongoing investment that Destiny does, right? There's just not the same amount of things going on in Marathon that there are Destiny.
You're right. Absolutely. There isn't, but if you do an extraction shooter right, you see the proof in the pudding of how long Tarkov has been alive, and you can see the absolute shit consumerism that Tarkov drops on people. That's if you think Bungie's bad, you should look at Battlestate. Like they've lied and tricked people into and buying just absolutely more and more and more stuff. And their game, they're getting like there's a $250 version of their game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Here's what I know. The fact that Destiny exists means it's still making a significant amount of money, enough money to keep Bungie moving. They're not gonna just give that up. If Marathon hits, then Sony's gonna be like, here's some more money for resources to make sure everything both things
mm,
go.
yep,
Because that's it. If
absolutely,
Marathon doesn't hit, then Marathon will go away. That's it.
yep, and so will Destiny. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I was looking at some numbers the other day, and the overall like player count the other day was for all platforms, not concurrent, but it was like 3.5, 3.5 thousand, 3.5, 300,000,
Yeah.
like around 300 or 350,000 players per day, and pretty sure Division 1 is still running, and it's got like 5,000
Division 1 is
players.
still running. You know how I know?
Yeah.
There's some people in 7 that started playing it again.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so my point is, everybody keeps talking about how low on Bungie's going under, yada yada yada. Their game is still 10,000% higher than a lot of games um, that are still ongoing. So we just watched Anthem, and Anthem, that's a perfect example. Anthem actually lived for 7 years, and everybody stopped playing that game in 2019. This is wild. Like, it launched in February 2019. Nobody was playing that game in April. Nobody. I'm lying. There was a few people, yes, but the numbers were fuck. I don't know how it stayed online for 6 years. I wonder if it. No, there's no way I got any content, right? Nah.
I mean, it got a few updates, but I don't think much content came out
Well, they
after
were doing
the.
the Anthem 2.0 was the plan, and then EA canceled it, so it was cooked. Yeah. Anyway. I just thought I'd ask. I don't know what marathon support looks like either. Whether they plan on adding new maps, whether they plan on doing like a lot of seasonal stuff. Like, I find myself right now in Arc Raiders. Like, I really like Arc Raiders. I'm having a good time. You know what's annoying? There's nothing to do. When I started playing it, I played the game. There was an event going on at the moment that was like a little mini battle pass. It was free to play. It was great. I got little bonus cosmetics and some in-game items, and it was great. It was fun. I finished that, and I was like, oh, okay. So I was working towards the expedition, which is fine. I started late, so I worked right to the end for the expedition. But that stuff gets a little boring once in a while. So before the expedition launched, they dropped a new in-game event. But this was like a month and a half between the two. Where you're not necessarily working towards anything. And this is an end game problem. It's not a casual player problem. But and I played that event and I finished it. I did the 15,000 level battle pass or whatever it was. Sorry, there's only 15 levels, not 15,000. But and they had a little mini. It's not an expedition, but it's in the same menu. Project. They had a little mini project for you to do, and you got bonus in-game items when you did it. That event was scheduled to run for 30 days or whatever it was. I'd finished all that stuff in 5 days. Probably less than that. I'm being conservative. And I was like, oh, that was cool. And then the reset happened, and I started on that. I finished my expedition in like the first week. I do need to make 5,000 or $5 million, but I'm slowly making money as I'm just playing the game, having fun. And then if I'm not at 5 million, by the time the expedition rolls around, I'll grind for like 3 days and I'll be at 5 million. It's whatever. And the only other thing to do is quests, which are boring. They're terrible in this game. And then they have an end game activity called trials, where you get 5 activities in the game, and you earn points doing each activity. Like whatever one is, like do damage to bastions or whatever it is. You do as many of those as you can. Anyway, there's a big leaderboard, and the idea is you can get promoted every week 1, 2, or 3 times. You make it all the way to the last category, and then you need to be the top 1,000 players in the entire game. And if you hold that position until the end of the season, you get bonus rewards.
Okay.
But if you get dropped down to the next one, you get one less bonus reward. So like each tier you go up is like an extra bonus. Yep. So even if you're the top one before the 1,000-person leaderboard, you still get quite a bit of stuff. Anyway, that's the only other thing to do. And I'm going to tell you, as a player that's in game and knows how to get all the stuff that you need to do all that, like you spend 2 hours on Monday doing all your trials, and then you're done. So anyway, my point is I'm starting to understand what hardcore Destiny players mean when they say there's nothing to do in Destiny. Because when you play a game too much, there's nothing to do in the game. And then you get mad at the developers. But it's not their fault that you play too much. I only realized this as I was conversing my way up to this point. That I just sound like the people that complain that there's nothing to do in Destiny because they play too much. So I had a different point going into this conversation, but then I realized that it's not their fault that I play the game too much. And my point is, I wish they had those events or whatever they were. Like the little thing was bigger, like the track was bigger. It had more rewards on it. It took longer to fill in. But then I'm sure casual players would complain that they can't get to the end of it. So you got to find a nice balance. I just added like 10 minutes talking about Arc Raiders to our Destiny podcast.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Why don't you give us that outro, buddy?
Because I didn't make any points. I said all that without a point.
Doesn't matter. You made a point at the end. You play too much Arc Raiders.
Anyway, I think my main point was I hope Marathon adds more stuff than Arc Raiders. Bungie has more resources than Embark does, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure. Like more staff members. So I hope they add more stuff and they have enough money flowing in from either the game sales or the cosmetics that they can continue to do so, at least for a while. Because that stuff will keep me interested. Beyond that,
hopefully they will add more maps and more factions and more runners and
more factions, more
these
weapons,
raid things that they're talking about with the cryostasis area.
Yeah, I wonder what that's going to be like. We'll see. If that's like full on PvP where you're trying to do like raid mechanics, like I don't know about that. That seems insane, but maybe it'll be awesome. I don't know. All right, yeah, outro. You're right. Thanks for watching this week. I Shrouded episode 137. We had a great discussion about Marathon and Destiny this week. Hopefully, we get a little bit more our information regarding the major update and the roadmap moving forward. That's what I'm excited to see. Yeah, I think that's all we really talked about. Besides Crimson Days, go sign up. We're gonna have a blast. Woo! Anyway, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I was your host, A Greener. This is Mr. Rect. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.